keep putting up clips. So I just wanted to give a little shout out to Pops, and give a little game instead of keep going back and forth, uploading little clips. So I let them roll for a minute and then I come back and we go about it that way. But yeah, good morning.
The Black Panthers didn't fight one another. Crips and Bloods fought one another. YNs fighting one another.
Yeah.
We gotta quit fighting one another. You fight for your land and your freedom. What are the YNs one another for? Jealous and envy, man. I don't like that whole ass nigga. Man, with my bro, man, let's go. And then these other fools follow him. Cause they don't have no minds. They don't know how to think. When they come out doors, they ain't searching money, they looking for a body. I come out doors, I'm looking for me some money. You come out doors, you for money. You ain't looking for no friends. When you see four people together every day, something wrong. Every day they get up and go with one another. Every day.
I used to do that. And then I grew out of it. Grew out of being with your homeboys every day. Yeah. Because you realize there's nothing, we're not getting nothing accomplished here. We just smoking, playing a video game, and that's it. Nobody's progressing.
Now, America kids, no energy, no drive, no goals. Don't want to be nothing. Just live good in America. Just wake up and do nothing. Sleep all day, party all night. Sleep all day, party. To me, America black kids are like the kids, the hippie kids, the white folks' kids that rebelled against their mamas and daddies. So now our kids, they're not living what the Negro feel like that they supposed to live. You're supposed to get up and go get you a job every day. The hip hops and the YNs, they not looking for no job. They sorry, but you gotta go to work. You can't commit no crimes no more. They got cameras everywhere. What crime can you commit? Selling dope got fentanyl in it, and you got to hold that. So go get you a job. All YNs put the guns down and go get you a job, little brother. If your mama and dad take an insurance policy on your car, y'all gonna get. I'm watching all y'all die. I'm watching all you rappers die. I'm watching all y'all die. I'm watching all you rappers get this money and y'all go to fighting one another and y'all die.
Then the other one going to jail.
And then that is, you get your kids, taking your kids with you. You ain't even got no house. And you got a motherfucker looking for you. And when they come to your mama's house, your mama there, you get your mama. Man, you don't do that. And if you got bodies in Fort Worth, leave Fort Worth and go to another town. You scared? They ain't got sense enough to leave and go to another town. You ain't got nowhere to stay. I ain't got nowhere to live. You gotta go get you a job. You gotta go get you a job. All you YNs, you gotta go get you a job. And if you're smart enough to go in the army, go in the army. Cause y'all like to shoot. That's what y'all like. That's how y'all calm, kill somebody.
Right. So just to switch gears a little bit, last time, one of the last times, well, not last time, but one of the times me and you talked on the phone, you told me something that stayed with me. You said, don't follow rappers, don't follow entertainers, follow politicians, figure out what's going on in the world. And right now,
as a therapist myself, I know how important it is to be able to have someone that you can talk to about your problems, to bounce ideas off of.
It looks like America might be, the United States might be sticking our nose in some Iran and Israel business. When you see that type of stuff, like, what do you think about it?
I'm a soldier, and I'm a professional soldier. It ain't what I think about it.
Okay,
it's what I know about it.
Okay, what you know about it. My bad. Let me correct
myself.
myself.
Not what I think about it. It's what I know about it.
Yes, sir.
Israel
Thank you for your
is
service
Russia,
to
is
us.
the United States people. For some reason, the United States loves Jew peoples because of they God. So the United States is with the Jew peoples. He's not with the Muslims. The Muslims are the Iran peoples. You got Israel, you got Iran, you got the Pakistanians. Israel was the Jews in Germany. In Germany, some kind of way the Jews was in Germany. So Hitler got overthrown behind Hitler, all them Jews.
Right.
So the United Nations, and a bunch of nations, wouldn't kick Hitler in the ass. Wasn't no one nation. Wasn't no one nation. It was a bunch of nations wouldn't kick Hitler in the ass and freed the Jews. So when they freed the Jews, they sent the Jews to different nations like immigrants, Jewish immigrants in different European countries. The Palestinians told the United Nations, send the Jews over here. This is their land, just like it's our land. In 45, when the Jews didn't have nowhere to go, when Hitler was, they asses. So everybody, Russia even took some Jews, Ukraine Jews, China Jews. Jews went in every nation that would accept them. The Palestinians had sent them here. This is their land. From 1945 to now, the Palestinians don't have no land no more. The Jews say they own it. Donald Trump said he want to buy Gaza and rebuild it. Now, the Jews, well, we done knocked the Palestinians out. Let's go get Iran. Iran don't play. Iran don't play. They are a nation that feel like that they can do what they want to do. Well, here the game is now. They bombing one another, the old ideological fools. But the Jews' job is to all of them peoples because he don't want nobody to be over him no more like Hitler was. He's scared. He's scared. Well, to me, the Palestinians and the Jews are kin. Why? Why they kin? Abraham fucked both of them women. Abraham, a woman named Hagar, and got Ishmael, the Jew boy. Abraham, a woman named Sarah, which is a Jew woman, I guess, and got a boy. Sarah told Abraham one time when now Sarah got her baby, Hagar got her baby.
Yeah.
So Hagar, Sarah tell Abraham, give Hagar and her son some money and get them away from my son, Ishmael, because he's a little boy. And this boy here kicking him in his ass, and his mama see him kicking him in his ass. Sarah see how Ishmael is playing with Isaac, and Sarah didn't like that, so Sarah told Abraham to get his boy and his woman some and get them away from her. So Abraham do what the woman said. And an angel, when Hagar go, an angel tell her, don't worry about your baby. He gonna be all right. She sit him down by a well. She done run out of water. An angel appeared to her and told her, don't worry about her baby. He gonna multiply. And everybody gonna hate him. So everybody hate the Muslim and love the Jew. That's God's story with the Jews. Allah's story is with Allah. I'm with the Muslims. So here they is been fighting for fighting and fighting. And now here we done butt in. We butting everybody's business. Now the 1,000 years, this y'all Bible is right. One of them fools with nuke is finna destroy all of us.
That's what I was scared of.
One of them fools, because we ain't above getting blowed up too, like we blowing up. We got Irans in this country. We got Pakistans in this country. We got Indians in this country. We got Africans in this country because this country is not pure. North Korea is pure. So what Trump said, 2 weeks I tell y'all what I'm gonna do. I already know what he's gonna do. I already know what they're gonna do. That's their story. I ain't in it. I'm just a person that have been watching it ever since Yasser Arafat. Do I like the Palestinians or do I like the? I don't like none of them. That's their business. That's them. But I have a great deal of respect for the Palestinians because I know the story. How can somebody give you somewhere to live, and then all of a sudden you done took their house away from them and kicking them in the ass and them? You women and children, just like the YNs is over here.
Right.
World powers, old ideologic. A Jew girl and a Palestinian boy that's new might want with one another. But according to their law, they can't with one another. But in America, they can with one another because everybody can in America. The way she wanted. Fornication, a white boy our woman and didn't think we was going to hit one. Domestic our woman and didn't think we was going to hit one. So in America, America is Solomon and Gomorrah. I hate it. But everybody's in America. Man kissing man, disorderly children. Ain't no disorderly children in North Korea. Ain't no disorderly children in China. The children is only acting bad in Europe. In Europe. So now, he the holy warrior. He the holy warrior. Who helping Israel? Who really helping Israel? United States.
Yep. It's us.
And the United States is evil. They go take people's land and tell people what to do, live by democracy. You can't do that to them people, though. Them people been living that. That's what they live by. Leave them alone. You live by what you live by.
What scares me about it is
Huh?
what scares me about it is we helping Israel, but I'm hearing that Russia, China. I said what scares me about it is that we helping Israel, right? Well, I'm hearing that Russia, China is willing to help Iran. So that's gonna destroy the world. That's World War III.
Russia, China, North Korea, and Iran done be a Liberal team. And Africa. British, France, Canada, the Europes, the European nation, never been challenged. Now they're getting challenged. China got all the money now. So China back in Russia, China back in North Korea, China back in Africa. So they got one hell of an army now. So now here Europe is been dictating to everybody. Everybody want Europe out of Africa. The young man said, leave us and leave our soils. Now Russia and China getting them money. They don't want money from France and British, so the African countries is telling them to leave if you don't mind. Russia and China giving us money and helping us now with our resource. All y'all stealing our land and stealing our gold because we are the number one, the original. We rich. Africa is rich. And every country want what Africa got, gold, diamonds, the mineral rights, and everything that Africa got. Now African peoples is standing up and saying, you white people, we're going with the Chinese peoples a minute and the Russian peoples a minute. So that's where we at. In Revelation, the Bible said, y'all Bible said it. He only ruled for 1,000 years, Europe. White boy, you lose now, man. Your country been invaded. Everybody know what you do in your country. And here these people over here ain't scared of you. China owe the United States. Everybody owe the United States because the United States was nice and fed everybody and took care of everybody when they was broke. When China was broke and didn't have a thing, the United States helped them. But now it's a new world, and it's a new world order. And it's a hell of a story. And right now, the United States got all the information. What Eugene Snow said. They hear everything we do. They hear everything we do. Right now, they hear me in your conversation. They see us. Ain't nothing go on in the United States of America that them white folks don't see. That's really why the YN stuff. Everything the YN do, they do it on here, all of them together. They standing outdoors and just doing their thing. They just standing there together. It's wartime now, though. It's not peacetime. It's wartime.
Yeah, everybody's scared that we're gonna get bombed.
We bomb, so somebody gonna bomb us. Russia bomb, so somebody bomb Russia. Germany bomb, so somebody burn them. So we ain't exempt. The only way we can be exempt now, the peoples in America come to one accord. It ain't no white and black no more in America. Ain't. We already know who think they superior, but they ain't superior no more. Look in the White House. He got all kind of different nations sitting in there on Congress.
Yep.
And senators. One why wasn't nothing in there in the White House but redneck peckerwoods and blue neck peckerwoods. Wasn't no niggers, wasn't no foreigners, wasn't now. Now, America's burning down. What Dr. King said. I led my peoples into a burning house. We the lost sheep. We the only one that don't know who we are. Mexican know a Mexican. White boy know a white boy. Chinese know a Chinese. We following that white boy and we scared of that white boy. So we lose. So what our kids doing? They don't give a fuck about no fucking bomb coming. And they said a lot of sheep will be, we the only one gonna survive. Why? Because we don't have no nothing. We the only race of people on planet Earth have no knowledge of who we are. And we run around playing like that white boy. Everybody man you saying is his language. We ain't white. We don't know who we is. When we come over here and we got off that ship, that white boy said, how much you give me for this? How much you give me for this? If I look at a white woman and get his eyes, you got, he get killed.
That's good stuff, boy.
But now it done changed a little. But the black man don't have nothing, so how is the young guys gonna know anything? How did the hip hops know anything? The hip hops didn't listen to the Negro. The Negroes tried to explain to them, if you buck the white man, you're going to jail for life, go get your job. Go get your job. And right today, every immigrant over here hate us because they don't understand why. Why do we follow this white boy? The Mexicans is saying, man, why don't y'all help us? Did y'all help us in slavery time? 19th of June just went by. What is 19th of June?
Juneteenth.
What did they say? Everywhere said niggas in Texas is damn fools. We got the news late. We dumb. We stupid. We illiterate. We slaves. We still slaves right today. We ain't free. Free to do what? Talk about one another, buy your car, buy your house, have your little credit, and that white boy can come do anything he want to you. If Donald Trump said today, all you black go back on a plantation, what we're gonna do? All that?
You know what? I think we would fight. I think we would revolt.
I know we will, but we lose.
Yeah.
But I know the majority of us, especially the YN, gonna revolt.
Oh yeah.
So what do we do?
Even me as a hip hop with the Negro mentality, I'm fighting because I think I have the advantage of knowing history, and so I know what enslavement is. So I would almost rather be dead than be a slave.
Right today, the black man, you don't see him fighting that white boy.
Mm-hmm.
You see him fighting one another.
Right.
All the bad YNs and all the bad Crips and Bloods, when that white boy come up, they throw them guns down and tell that white boy everything. Tell him everything. So that a culture of peoples is never gonna win. A culture of peoples is never gonna win until you shed your blood on this soil and fight for this blood. The reason why I'm like I am because my mom and my grandpa and my ancestors, they died for this soil. So I wake up every day and mind my business and do what I want to do. And if you bother me, I'll pop you in your ass. Point blank.
No questions asked.
I learned a long time. I learned when I was a kid. And when I went to Vietnam, I'm a licensed hitman. I'm a licensed hitman every day. So when I come back over here, only reason I didn't be a police officer because I know I'm gonna do white folks bad. So I just stayed out here. I know, without a shadow of doubt.
you was gonna be pulling them over.
I know what I was.
Snatching them out of
I know
cars.
what type of person I was gonna be, so I wouldn't do it like that.
Did you have a chance to be a police? Like,
Huh?
did you have a chance to be a police
I could
officer?
have been anything I wanted to be.
Okay.
I could be anything I wanted to be. If I'd have wanted to be that, I could have been there.
Right. You also you just said something interesting too that I had on my list of questions. Right now, the United States is deporting ICE, which is the immigration portion of Homeland Security. They deporting Mexicans. And like you said, online it's a lot of like, hey, why ain't the blacks standing up with us?
Never sue the other driver after a car accident. There's a better way to get paid a way bigger check without having to go to court. Or
shout out to Charles White.
And a lot of blacks are kind of saying like, nobody stood with us for this or for that. So do you think we should be out there protesting and helping the Mexicans?
The Mexicans, it's kind of like they have a right to be here. The third world peoples, the Spanish peoples, when Bush was president, George W. Bush Jr., when George W. Bush Jr. was president, and if I'm not mistaken, Fox was president of Mexico, and the Canada president, they come together and started them a lounge where every third world person get to Mexico, they can come to the United States or Canada. Canada didn't accept criminals. The United States did because Bush said all Spanish peoples from Spanish countries come to America. That's what Bush said.
The son or the father?
The son.
Okay, George
the
W.
son.
Okay.
George W. Bush Jr.
Okay.
And Fox and Canada. Those three countries made an allowance that we're going to let all third world peoples come to Mexico. And from Mexico, they can come to America, and they can also go to Canada. But when they go to Canada, they can't be ex-con. In America was accepting anything because I guess Bush wanted cheap labor. So the third world peoples come in. Now, Biden, Obama, and them, they went along with that. Donald Trump said, every motherfucker's an immigrant, got immigrant name, get the fuck out of the United States. Haitians, everybody, except South Africa. If you're a white South African and you're an immigrant, you stay. But if you were dark skinned, Donald Trump said, get on that motherfucking, we're sending you back to your country. And you can't run Mexicans out of Texas. Mexicans own Texas. Mexicans own Texas. Texas is a part of Mexico and everything. Texas,
Nevada, California.
So he wrong
New Mexico.
that aspect.
So I have a friend who I brought that up to. I told him, Texas, California, Nevada,
exactly.
New Mexico, Arizona, all belong to Mexico at one point. And he said we beat,
and India.
And Native Americans.
Texas, the government owns something like 200 and something acres. The Mexicans own a lot of land, and the landowners own it. The government, that's really why the government, Texas bucked the government. Texas bucked the government because the government can't really tell Mexico. Texas is an independent state. You got your own land, you're paying your taxes on your own land, you can damn near do anything you want to do. As long as you ain't harming one of them nasty motherfuckers.
Yeah, but what he was, I argued that to him, which I said, hey, this used to be Mexico, and he said no, they can't feel entitled to this land because we beat them out of it and they sold it to us. So he says just like if me and you fight and I say, if I whoop you, you got to let me buy your house. And I say, all right, I shake your hand, and all right, that's a deal.
Okay, well, if I come back and kill you and get my land back, then what? Crazy?
We fight, he whooped me. Now I got to sell him my house. I can't then come back to that house and be like, this man, it's my house. And I'm not saying I believe that. That's the example he's telling me.
We didn't beat them. The Alamo,
Mm-hmm.
they killed every peck of wood in there.
Mhm.
Really?
They killed every peck of wood in there. But they let the blacks walk out. They won. Texas. If you're a Mexican, if you're in Texas and you get to Mexico, you're free.
That's why, honestly, that's why I've always valued Mexicans, just the country itself, because I remember that when I was learning about slavery and learning that as a part of their whole religious thing down there, when they were starting to develop Mexico, they didn't believe in slavery. So no matter what color you were, if you made it to Mexico, you free. And I respect them and love them for that, you know?